welcome to another episode of Seeker Stead. I hope you're having a wonderful day in Jesus. As you can see, we've started burning our wood pile, our ginormous wood pile. This thing is like an acre wide and probably about, I don't know, probably about 10 yards wide or something. And we've got half of it burnt. So let me show you around here and we'll get to that wattle fence that I promised to show in the last video. I don't have it complete, and I have realized that it's going to be something that's going to take a little more time than I thought. But I'll show you what I've got. So stick around. So here's a shot of some of the crater that we've created here. Some of this is still burning a little bit, and we even got some rain last night, which was crazy because we came out here this morning and it was still smoking. As you can see right here, it's still smoking. It's still burning a little bit right there, and some more are out yonder. And even this little guy right here is smoking a little bit. Let me give you a wide angle here so you can see this crater. Or maybe I'll just do like a circle. Here's the little circle here. Got all this burnt. And this actually took a full day to do. At the first part of the day, we started in one spot and we were expecting the fire to just take off and be almost, out of control, but it was a little bit more difficult than we thought to burn. After about 3 hours, it finally took off, and it was only because of the wind, really. After we got some of that wind coming through, and it just moved it right along, and didn't take it long, maybe another 3 or 4 hours to burn what you've seen so far. And I've got another half of this to burn. So yeah, I mean, it was a full day's work. I've got a lot more work to do. Some of these posts like this right here, they're charred. They're not burnt all the way through. And I'll probably just go ahead and cut that and use those as fence posts since they're already treated. So that'll be cool. So right here is where we started the fire, and then the wind started blowing and just took out all of that. Let's see if I can get up here, way out there. So it did a pretty good job. Let me give you a visual of the length of this, and then we'll get to the next thing. So right here is where it starts. At the edge of our property, you can see the flag over there. So it just starts right here, and you can see some of the burnt wood in the back. So it's gotten pretty far over here, and then just goes, about halfway mark right here. But then we've got all that left to burn. It goes way over there, and the camera doesn't really do it any justice, but that's quite a bit to have to go through. So from there, back that way, so it's about half. That's what we've got. All right, everyone, so here is the wattle fence that I promised would be in the next video. And as you can see, this is the only wall that I've got right now. And let me show you these little details and how I chose to do it, and already some things that I would do different. All right, so A typical wattle fence that I've seen pictures of have these top rails that just kind of overlap the corner post, and they're just nailed in. Well, I wanted to do something a little bit different, so I made these notches, and that way I didn't have to have any nails or string or anything. I just wanted this whole thing to just hold itself up. And it's doing pretty good. I had to put these supports on the sides, on both sides, because the posts, corner posts aren't exactly, you know, solid in place yet. The soil's still a little bit loose. And so I had to do something to keep this from wiggling back and forth. The notches I made on this side weren't that great. As you can see, I mean, it's actually in there probably about an inch. I just made this a little bit too long here, but the middle and the bottom ones did pretty good. I did leave the bark on all these for the sake of time, for one. I did take some of the bark off this corner post, but for the most part, I'm just getting it done. Now these posts here, they might be a little bit too big. When I started cutting them, it seemed like they were going to be just right for what I had imagined in my mind, but I would probably make them more about this size. I can just about get my hand around it, versus this one is just way too big. This one's not too bad on the bottom, but that middle one is a little too big. And another thing that I would do different, there's some of these sticks, especially at the bottom here. See these are about, like, I don't know, like $half size, something like that. These little smaller ones, these are probably about a quarter in width right there. About the size of a quarter. But these other ones, some of these are just way too big. But you can see the weave that we got. I had this top one. This top rail did come loose before I put these supports, and everything held up. I did end up having to take it all out to refix it and then put the support in, but it just floated there, and it was pretty sturdy. It didn't even move a lot because the bottom two were holding all these in place. As you can see, I mean, it's solid. Now this is rocking a little bit. I'm gonna have to compact that down, but for the most part, it's doing pretty well. And so I just wanted to show you that. I've been getting a lot of these materials from the burn pile, just trying to salvage some of it, but that in itself has taken a long time. So my wife had me do another project, which was cutting some trees out from between the lot that we have clear and then this lot that's not as clear. That way we can have a little, you know, a little walkway and a cute little bench or something sitting there. So I started saving some of that wood. And you know, traditionally when you're doing a wattle fence, they did it with willow, and it's green, you know, green wood, not something that's been seasoned, because it's just a little bit more stiff. But other than that, it's coming together. It's going to take a while to get it done, and I will keep you updated on that. I did want to take you to see the little chicks that I showed in a few videos back, to let you know how they're doing, and then that will conclude the video. All right, so here we are. I'm going to get these little chicks out and show you each one individually. All right, so here is one of the Brahmas. This is a sweet little Brahma because it just comes up to me. It's so happy to see me every single day that I come in, and it's not afraid at all. And I've raised several chickens. See, it's got the pretty nice, you know, leg feathers Now I'm rocking because Pongo knocked the camera. It's got pretty nice leg feathers. A lot better than the other ones that I've had, the ones that I bought. And you know, you can't really buy Brahmas from a hatchery without them being a utility bird. They're just not going to have the leg feathers and, you know, the show quality that you might be looking for. But we're going to get these guys there. There you go. It's a beautiful little chick. Let's see. I don't know. They're about 7 or 8 weeks, I guess now. I don't know. I can't remember when the last time I did that last video, but I just wanted to show you these. Boy, is it windy today too. All right, so here's the other Brahma. Very skittish. She's very skittish. You can see her wings here and her little leg feathers. A lot better than the ones I got from the hatchery. There's some wings and the tails. Just doing good. Getting big. Let me show you that black one. All right. So here's that black one. I want to see if you see that little bit of white kind of coming in around its neck. And let's see here if I can get a hold of it good. You know, it's just a black chicken. I'm interested to see what these markings on the neck might turn out to look like. It does have a little bit of white on the tip of the wing there. Not very good feathering. Of course, its mother is a sapphire gem, and they don't have feathers on their legs, so you can't really expect a whole lot. But overall, it is a pretty chicken. Pretty chicken. Now, the other two chickens that I showed you the last time, the ones I was really excited about, the ones that were part Brahma and part brown leghorn, both of those chicks ended up dying. And I was very upset. They didn't show any signs of sickness. They didn't have their heads tucked in. They didn't, you know, they weren't just going around mopey, or they were both eating and drinking, and they just died. And one died 1 week, and it was like the next week the other one died. So to see what comes out in those chicks, I'm kind of disappointed that didn't work out, but I'm gonna try that again next time. But I will show you some bantams that I've got because they're pretty cool. This is a bantam. It is a Cochin bantam, to be specific. And to be more specific, it's a black Cochin bantam. As you can see, she is just a beautiful little chick, and this is probably not the best lighting in the world, not the best video setup, but I'm doing my best right now. Just a beautiful little chick. This chicken is, let me see, they're probably about 3 months old. They're about 3 months old, and I've got 3 of these. One black Cochin bantam And let me show you another one. This is a silky bantam. This is a silky bantam. Beautiful. You see it's more, you know, like hair, not feathers. You know, if you flare out their little feathers, you know, you don't get, you know, really that feathery texture. It's a little bit different. They've got the feathers all the way down their legs, just like the Cochin and just like the Brahmas, right? I'm thinking that that's a little roo, because the ladies will have more of a solid, you know, even, you know, crest going on here, but the roos kind of get this splatter kind of look. I've not seen it crow or heard it crow yet, but we'll see. Something else about the silkies, whether they're a standard or a bantam, they all have 5 toes. Let me show you this. See? 5 toes. Pretty cool. And just overall, nice little chick. Now this one I call Wild Thing, because it's wild. It does not like to be handled. It does not like to be caught. It does not like to be looked at. But it's super cool. It is a frizzle bantam. And I reckon you just call it a Cochin, because it does have the feathers all the way down its legs here. Just look at this. Isn't that cool? A frizzle Cochin bantam. I mean, this thing is just awesome. Super cool. Really nice. Very afraid. Yeah, it's okay. All right. So that is it for the chickens for today, because I have many more, and I might just show you one right now. This is a prairie bluebell. It lays a blue egg. They come in all kinds of colors. They're not one color. They come in all kinds, don't you? Red, and this color, and kind of buff colors, and blues, and whatever you can think of. They're kind of a mutt, I guess. That's all right. But anyway, that is it for this video, guys. I hope you all finish your day blessed in the name of Jesus. And remember to always seek God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength. And I'll see you on the next video.